Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for the full moon in Capricorn's lunar eclipse of July 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is wonderful always to be with you and share in your collective energy. I am so sorry that I did not get these up sooner. We had some major emergencies here at the house. I was without internet as a result of some of that for about a week. So this is why I am late getting a lot of my readings of July getting going, but these energies of this full moon have been very powerful, and they definitely will be vibrating for a good little while here. So I am still going to be doing our full moon readings as always, and it's wonderful to invite back my new and returning subscribers, of course. And if you have not yet done so, do join Mr. Dragon and me. Hit that subscribe button and join the Dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy this content. Yeah, this has been intense. This has been so much. I actually made a post on my community section of my YouTube page if you want to read about what went down here at the Dragon Cave with me and my mom. We were both Capricorn dragons, and boy, we both felt this lunar eclipse in Capricorn. My goodness. Let me see. Get my thoughts rearranged and organized here, Virgo. First, a few quick notes, as always, before we get started, that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Virgo out there. So if these messages resonate with you, claim them. They are yours. And if they do not resonate with you, kick them on out to another Virgo. This is mostly going to correspond with Virgo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. And all our Virgo cross watchers are welcome to join us out there as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my sessions, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of that info is below in the description box. So yay, let's go ahead and get started, Virgo. This full moon in Capricorn is actually a very, very powerful full moon for you. This particular full moon lunar eclipse that happened on July 5th, 2020 does bring to an end a 2-year cycle of lunar and solar eclipses that have been predominantly in Capricorn and Cancer. So the houses that have been mostly affected for you on the universal level have been the 5th of Leo and the 11th house of Aquarius. So this particular full moon will be highlighting your 5th house, that is the Leo house. So Virgo, this is about really understanding your heart, really understanding love given, love received, back and forth. And so if, for all of my Virgos out there that have really been working through a lot of relationship stuff, a lot of heart related, elements and situations, that is what's being brought to a conclusion. That is what's coming full circle here for you. Because it is Capricorn energy mixed with Leo energy, we do have that deep psychological understanding of your own emotions. What makes you tick? What do you really need? What do you love? What do you want to give your love to? What do you want to be generous with your time about? And what maybe do you need to balance and pull back your energy sometimes? Because Virgo, you are a sign that gives and gives and gives, and sometimes you don't remember to always give to yourself. So that is very much a big important lesson that is coming through to be learned as we all graduate to the next level. We will not be back in eclipse season until later this year on November 30th, when we do start our eclipse patterns yet again. So let's go ahead and get into your cards. Actually, no, let me do your tuning fork first. This is the vibration of the moon, and since we are working through those lunar cycles and we're clearing those out, coming full circle, let's go ahead and listen to this vibration for just a moment. Take a few deep breaths, get ready for the messages that will be coming through to you. Virgo. Very, very nice. Always great to use those forks. So let's do the invocation. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Virgo as we do the reading for the full moon lunar eclipse of Capricorn of July 2020. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout this session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. All right, so Virgo, your major arcana card coming up is the Devil, and that is the Capricorn energy card, which does correspond to this full moon that we have just had. You know, it's like, I'm never too offended by the Devil because I am a Capricorn, and so that is our card. And really, to me, you know, what the Devil is really about is understanding you know, our own cycles, our own routines, our own habits, things that we get obsessed about or addicted to or chained to, right? Because, you know, the Devil is about being in bondage and freeing ourselves from that bondage. So Virgo, that is how this feels to me, is that this particular full moon in Capricorn is bringing up that Devil energy, which does allow you to really identify and recognize anything that's kept you stuck, anything that's held you back. And if you haven't already freed yourself from it, it is time for embracing that personal freedom. So we're going to do a past, present, future layout with the cards today, because we do have, you know, the past lunar eclipse of June, because we had an eclipse last month as well. So we have the 30-day cycle that's ending, the one we're stepping into presently, and then the future prediction. So let's go ahead and see what we have for you. And look at that. So yes, Virgo, the past is, don't let your past hold you back. And that's what we're just talking about with that Capricorn energy. It's like, don't let, you know, old habits, patterns, or routines drag you down or draw you away from your future development. And to me, you know, that's the most negative part of Capricorn, right? Is that we get so habituated to those routines, and we go, well, we did it before, so we'll do it again the same way over and over and over again, even if we're not having any fun with it anymore. So this is about letting that go, Virgo. The South Node is also the part of the astrological chart that really shows you where your, you know, past lives or your past karma lies. So this is really letting go of things on a deep level, not just the surface, not even just this lifetime's energy, but this is some old karma coming full circle for you. And look at that. This is definitely embracing your leadership role, because here we go with the divine masculine energy. And this is, yeah, this is all about the masculine side of the lunar face, which is usually very feminine. But this is really saying to take that more, you know, active role in changing and releasing a lot of these old patterns that you have been dealing with. Going into the immediate energy of this lunar eclipse, Capricorn moon, is the new moon in Gemini, with communication being a really strong key. I will point out, Virgo, that we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. It is in the sign of Cancer, and Mercury is your ruling planet. So you have definitely been feeling that communication has been more confusing, more put on hiatus. It has not been free-flowing and as easy as you would like it to be. So don't forget to really, you know, go within. We are coming out of that Mercury retrograde very soon. It ends on July 12th. So things will start to smooth out quite a bit, but communication is a big one. And if you feel like anything has been, you know, difficult or challenged over this last, you know, moon cycle, this last 28 to 30 days, it has a lot to do with that we have been dealing with major retrogrades. And just remember, it's like if you have hurt feelings or think that someone else has hurt or bad feelings towards you, don't jump to conclusions just yet, because you need to have the communication come in first. And look at that. This is powerful for you. This is a very positive full moon in many ways. This is the full moon card sitting on top of this Gemini new moon energy. So it's all about, again, embracing your power, embracing your strength, Virgo. This is not about the time. This is not the time to sit back and not take an active role in your life. And look what we have in the immediate future going forward from this full moon. We have expect powerful change with the new moon eclipse. We do have the new moon in Leo coming up later this month. So that new moon pattern will most likely start a really positive new cycle of energy for you. And look at that. Boy, we are just firing on all cylinders here. We have got sovereignty, the queen of the moon, coming up on top of that. So we have the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming in here in equal measure. So this is about, you know, knowing your leadership, taking that active role, but it's also about really tuning in to your intuition, to your psyche, to your psychic perceptions, Virgo. Oh my goodness, beautiful cards coming up. So let's move Mr. Dragon over here. We're going to get into our tarot and see what that is bringing forward to you. We will be doing the same past, present, future layout. Bear with me just a moment, guys. I always shuffle these till it feels just right. Wow, you guys have got a powerful reading this month. It's moon energy. So in this immediate past, look at that. We have the strength card coming up on top of the south node, the divine masculine, and we get the strength. So this to me is all about the balance of masculine and feminine, the balance of our physical incarnation and our spirit that drives us forward. So, you know, Virgo, this is all about you being in balance with yourself, you know, and I almost said Leo, and you know, the strength card is a Leo energy, so you may be working with the Leo as well, or you may have Leo placements in your chart, depending on who you are. Yeah, and look at that, you know, it's like this is huge cycles. I would say that I would read this directly as like death of the ego, death of any kind of pride that stands in your way from truly being, you know, on that next level that you desire to be in. It's also big transitions. If you're dealing with someone that's very arrogant or very egotistical, it's like their pride, you know, could be getting in the way of things. And, you know, either they have changed greatly and evolved and grown, or you have, and you're moving forward past that energy. But the death card is very Scorpio energy as well. So you may be dealing with a Scorpio, have Scorpio in your chart, but to me, this is very much about death, rebirth, transition, rising from the ashes. And look at what we have going forward. Oh, in this present energy on top of the Gemini new moon, on top of that full moon of power, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So Virgo, that is very strongly aligned to your energy. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And to me, it's very Capricorn because she has goats on that throne. And so it very much is about sitting in your power, being strong, being grounded, learning from all of the challenges and all the difficulties that you have gone through. Absolutely. And it's greater abundance coming to Virgo. This is very beautiful. It's sort of like you're letting go of the negative sides of that Capricorn energy, that earth energy with that devil, and you're starting to embrace the more positive sides, right? Which is grounded, steady, stable, you know, really understanding your own personal worth and value. And look at that, yes, because it's bringing it back into balance. We have the Justice card sitting on top of that Libra energy. So it's all about harmony, fairness, equality. Like I said, if you're a Virgo that's just been giving and giving and giving, it's time to give back to yourself. Going into the future, we have the Six of Swords sitting on top of these big new changes, this big new power that you're embracing. And what I think you're doing with a lot of that energy and a lot of that power, Virgo, is you are getting yourself in that boat. You are leaving behind the troubled waters, leaving behind the drama, the anxiety, the fears, the worries, the things that have really, really been tough for you. And you're going to a higher vibration place. You're going across the way to a much more beautiful location where you can be at peace, where you can heal and be free of so much of that burden. Yes, and some of you, this might have been dealing with somebody immature, somebody difficult, maybe somebody spying on you a little bit with that Page of Swords. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because both of these bring in that air energy. You might have just got really, really sick of it. It's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with any more of these dramas or intrigues or gossip or any of that stuff. And, you know, the Page of Swords, the other side of that is that this is new energy. It's new thoughts. It's new ideas, rebirth of consciousness, right? Oh, look at that on the bottom of the Rider-Waite. We do have the Sun. There is more Leo energy coming in there. Very, very positive. So that gives me a great feeling about your read. Ah, Eight of Cups, guys. Like I said, you are moving past something that is not healthy, not fulfilling for you. You're like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with that anymore. So Virgo, very, very powerful reading for your full moon this month. Let's get into an affirmation for the end of your session here. We're going to pull a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle. This is all angels, ancestors, ascended masters and guardians. So let's see who's protecting you and watching over you through these cycles of change. Oh, I like this. It just feels beautiful. Kutume comes out, the Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And guys, this is a newish kind of deck for me. I haven't been working with it very long, so I'm going to actually look him up because I'm not as familiar with him, because I want to give you a little bit deeper message. Okay, so Kutume is an ascended master who appears as a well-dressed Indian man with a golden aura. His teachings were brought to the world by Madame Blavatsky in the 19th century. There are many theories as to his true identity. Many believe he was a wandering holy man known as a rishi in India, dedicated to walking the path of spirit with very few material possessions. Others believe him to have been a well-educated Sikh spiritual leader who was given a pseudonym to protect his true identity. I personally believe that he lived a high life, but through spiritual practice was able to let go of his need for material possessions. Now he helps light workers go beyond the limits set by others and cultivate a personal connection to the divine. This is a beautiful energy. Wow. I like that a lot because to me, it kind of brings together a little bit of both. We're bringing in a lot of Leo energy, a lot of that divine masculine through this reading. And this is sort of like, yeah, if he was somebody that was a royal or somebody that had a lot of wealth and really enjoyed, you know, that luxury, but then he let it go as he developed more spiritually. That reminds me of like a transition from Leo to Virgo, because it's like Leo has that royal life, right? But then, you know, as they transition in development, they let go of that more and more. And then, you know, they go to the next level, which is that Virgo energy. So very, very interesting. I like that for you guys. So this was a beautiful read, Virgo. I hope you have an amazing rest of your month, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.